Well, the little red box in the corner says we're live. So I guess we need to do something, don't we?
Well, let's be live. Let's do that.
Let's be live. Tell everybody who you
are.
I
am Cassandra McShepherd, and I am so excited to be joining the Team J4 team. It is about the nicest group of people I have ever worked with or come in contact. And I'm not just saying that. As a matter of fact, Steve, one of the things you learned about me is I just don't make noise. I either mean it or I roll my eyes or something. I don't say anything. But no, you guys are so incredibly amazing. You have been so welcoming, and I just am one lucky girl. Very blessed. I'm very thankful.
Well, we are fortunate to have you over here on Capitol Drive hanging out with us for this, although you look like you're in your home right now. Well, what's your neighborhood here in Milwaukee? Tell everybody what part of town, without giving too much away, where you call home.
My address is, no, this season, I'm in the Martin Drive. And you can call me, I'm in the Martin Drive neighborhood, which is really a neighborhood. It is a community, an incredibly diverse community of artists and hardworking people and homeowners and renters. And it is wonderful. I actually, Steve, although I was born and raised in Milwaukee, I moved to the San Francisco Bay Area where I stayed for about 16 years or so. But I have been in the same neighborhood since I came back home.
Wow.
And it is just that, yes. And I have no intentions of leaving. It's so incredibly special. So I hear the concerts on Wednesday night from Washington Park. Nice. I walk the Highlands and the neighborhoods. I'm near Harley and Miller and the brewery. It's just wonderful. It's just great. But you know what, though? Let me call you out for a second.
Okay.
I want you to know that there are several people who are a little jealous of me and would trade positions with me and a New York Minute to be hanging out and chitting and chatting with you. Do you know that you are kind of the rave in town? I've heard it all across the board. You know what they said, Steve?
What's that?
They said, Ucha, he's so fine. They said, he's so fine. I said, they did. I said, he seems nice too. I said, I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
well, go on.
It's wardrobe and makeup. That's pretty much, 90% of this solution right here. But, I'm a lot like you. I mean, I appreciate they say I'm nice. I'm like you. I say what I mean. And sometimes I might mean if I just roll my eyes at somebody. So you and I get along immediately on that level. We're not going to talk just to talk. We're going to say what we mean. And I see people popping up here in the chat right here saying congratulations for joining us over
Thank
here
you, Mark.
on Team TMJ4. What have you been doing with yourself for this last year? I mean, it's been a weird year for everybody.
Oh my God.
I mean, at least for me, I had stuff to do every day. I mean, we were covering the slow motion disaster that was the pandemic. What did you do for the last year?
You know what? Interestingly enough, I did do 2 minutes of TV a week. Just 2 minutes of TV a week. But I also did Zoom classes every day, the science of mind, which kept me from going crazy and hurting somebody. No, but seriously, science of mind, I am fascinated at mind that we have and the way that it works. I mean, because we really only see the world based on how we see the world. And if you're not healthy, your life can be kind of jacked up. So I studied science of mind on a daily basis. And I worked out. I have a gym, a workout room, and I had a workout partner. And then I trained a woman. So sometimes I was working out in the gym twice a day. I know. So that was pretty much it. I stayed home. Other than that, I stayed safe. Yeah.
I was the opposite. I worked from home for 7 months, and I discovered the joy that is the afternoon chocolate chip cookie or 3. And then as soon as the news was over at 10, that bottle of red wine was a little too close for comfort. So,
but see,
the COVID-19 gathered on me very quickly while we were sitting at home for the last year. So I'm glad to hear that you were out there busting a move while I was, just.
Well, but see, this I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you the difference between the two of us. One phrase, 2 words, job security. You had it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. So it's like I have to, because also I describe myself as a grown girl with a lot of moving parts, and I got to keep those parts in check. I can't let my parts slip. So that would be tricky. You weren't expecting me to say that. I could see that.
I know exactly what you mean.
See, I'm just saying, got to hold on to those parts.
Just so everybody knows, Steve Shamrez here, hanging out with Cassandra Brooks-Shepard. She's at her home. I'm here in the studio here on Capitol Drive, where they're doing all kinds of stuff around me. We're going to get the news on it in about 15 minutes at 4 o'clock. But there's technical work going on. We've upgraded the studio, a whole bunch of new stuff that we'll see on the air starting next week, Monday. And one of the places we're going to be able to use a lot of these cool new toys we have in the studio is on our new show, Milwaukee Tonight. So give me your take on what this broadcast is that we're putting out to the people of Milwaukee starting next week. How do you see this?
An exhale. I hope that people understand quickly that it is a kind of place and a destination, not just a show, the kind of place you want to be and learn about the city that you live in, that you grew up in, that you are in, and fall in love with it from a whole different angle. I was born and raised here, Steve, as I said before, but my getting out and meeting and talking to people has been, somebody wants your attention,
no,
has been a real
they're doing some audio checks in the room, so I don't want to make sure that you have to talk over anybody. So.
No, it's all good. But it's been a real treat. And so many things, which I will be bringing to our friends, our viewing audience, so many things that I had questions about. And even though, as I say, this is the city of my home, things that I've never experienced. And so I'm so excited about the opportunity to do that. What about you?
I agree. It's an exhale, and I agree that we need an exhale. It has been one of the toughest years to do this job because it was, I explained it to somebody. It's like standing in front of a fire hose of awful every day. And that's a lot what 2020 felt like. You just take a fire hose, load it up with all the worst stuff in the world. And, news anchors just have to stand in front of it and take it and then tell other people around.
You do.
So that we have a half hour every day where we can celebrate the good and show people the unique and give people new ways to enjoy this place where we live is so refreshing. I'm so looking forward. I'm looking forward to people coming up to me in line at the grocery store again saying, "Oh, I love that show at 6:30." Instead of coming up to me, "Oh, I can't, man, when's baseball going to be back? I can't, oh my, when, I can't believe, pulling on their face masks. How much longer we got to wear these, where people can come up to me and talk to me about the good again." And I hope, I hope what we're doing at 6:30 gets people thinking, talking, and doing the good that exists where we live, because there is so much of it. We just need to get our focus back on it. And to me, that's half the battle.
Well, you know what? I agree with you, and I have a saying that I said that I would share.
You're going to hear it. You're going to see it.
I want to get on that thing.
That's Adam.
I'm already tall enough. But you're absolutely right, Stephen. And while it is necessary to be informed, I think that, and this is what I love again about this show, Milwaukee Tonight, about the consciousness of management, of everyone that I've talked to. You are really want to give the city some love, to show the city some love, which is, which is really showing the city itself through a lens of love, respect, and appreciation. And I am so thrilled to be able to do that, to be out on the street meeting the people, sometimes in stilettos, sometimes not, but to really have a lot of fun with that. And I'll tell you, as I say all the time, focusing on what does not work and what frightens us tends to stress us out. And stress does nothing but kill you, but it'll make you ugly first.
That's right.
I ain't going out like that. So I say, let's smile and have some fun and have a good time and love on this city that we live in and love
Okay,
so much.
I've got to get ready for the news at 4 here, which is coming on in about 12 minutes. But you mentioned stilettos, so let's leave everybody with something that's kind of shoe themed. You mentioned stilettos. What other shoes have you put on so far in the stories that you are preparing for us on Milwaukee Tonight that people can see starting next Monday at 6:30?
I put on tennis shoes. I put on ballet slippers. I put on waders, cowboy boots. I'm a shoe freak, so I'm going to serve you a shoe one way or another as often as I can. I've been in some shoes, yes.
All right.
Okay, so you asked me that question. Before we go, let me put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Tell me and everybody else one thing about you that would surprise people to know.
I do yoga.
You do not.
I do.
Do
yoga.
you really?
I did yoga this morning. I have found the number of people I have strangled since I started doing yoga is 0.
See?
Which is why I continue. Now the number of people I strangled before yoga is also 0, but you know, I've done yoga for 3 years now. And it's so different now. I mean, I set it down, but you know, you do yoga with the mask on. Every yoga class is now a hot yoga class because you're wearing a mask through the whole thing.
Yes.
Right. But yeah, that's one of the things that's kind of given me a little bit of sanity through weird times. So you know, I don't put like the yoga pants. I just put on shorts and a t-shirt and go do it. But
shoot!
Sorry,
we can't expect to see you in yoga pants.
No tights on me. But people are going to be like Venmoing me money to get picture your feet in shoes. I have a feeling that's going to be a thing that we're going to have going on here.
We're going to have a lot of fun. And again, I thank you for welcoming me. And let's get this show started. I'm ready.
Yes. So it starts Monday at 6:30 right here on TMJ4. TMJ4 now gets retired as of Monday. Milwaukee Tonight debuts. You know, it will happen in here. Let me not cover this, Steve. We got some stuff in here that we'll show you the totality of it next Monday. Again, there's Adam up in the lights. We got to relight everything so Sandra and I look as good as we can in this.
Say that.
Well, there's a reason why I'm not a photographer. There's a reason why they put me on this side of the camera. But everybody, thank you for joining us again. Milwaukee Tonight, me, Cassandra, our whole cast of characters too. You're going to see a lot of people here who are TMJ4 in the 6:30 half hour. But if you want Cassandra, you're about to get a lot of her.
You know what I say to them and to you also, Steve? Namaste.
Namaste. Good to see you. And good to see all of you out there. I hope to see you Monday night, 6:30, right here on TMJ4.